Okay, so we started in CSS box model concept yesterday, and what are the different properties which are going to be available in box model? Okay, box model. And coming down, a lot of concepts which are going to be available in box model, like height, width,
Mhm.
and border, outline. Okay, and padding, margin. Okay, so
Yeah.
we need to discuss about all these things with a paragraph today. So why? Because with H2 we can't understand how the things are happening with padding and things. Okay, let me go
Okay.
with the paragraph today. Let me take a new program,
Mhm.
and first we will check it out how the width and height are going to be happening with that. Okay, let me take day 9. Okay, first I will go with height and width. Okay, height and width dot html. I will prepare separate programs for each and everything.
Okay.
No issues with that. Okay, let me go with height and width. Let me take a simple paragraph over there. Take a paragraph with a p tag, and if you want, you take a multiple paragraphs. No, not a problem. So let me take a content for the paragraph. I'll take from lorem ipsum. Okay, let me take a lot of content for this. Okay, this is a simple paragraph which is going to be available for me now, and I want to place multiple paragraphs here. Okay, copy that and save it. Okay, so finally I'll be having three paragraphs here,
Mhm.
and what my requirement is, I just want to render this particular paragraphs into the web browser. So let me render it, open in the browser. So your browser is going to be having three paragraphs completely available. Okay, now for the first paragraph I want to mention some width and height. Okay, height is auto, width I can able to mention something. So for each and every paragraph I can go with the class called 1, and for the second paragraph class called 2, and the third paragraph class called 3. Okay, let me go for the style sheet. How the style sheet is going to be working with us. Okay, so the 1.1 width is going to be 100%, and height will be auto. Height is auto. Okay, fine. Let me go for the class 2. Width is 80%. Height is auto. Okay, fine. The third paragraph dot 3, and width is 50%. Height is auto again. Okay, auto. Fine. So width and height I want to mention for all the paragraphs here. Okay, let me see that. The first paragraph is going to be having something width, and second paragraph which is having some other width, and third paragraph is also having which is having some other width. Now, in the second concept, what I want to do is I want to go with a concept called padding. Okay, how the padding and margin is going to be applying. So let me save the program with padding and margin. Padding margin. Padding margin dot html. Padding margin dot html. How the padding and margin is going to be applying with us. Okay, so padding margin. Fine. All the three paragraphs which are going to be available. For the first paragraph, what my requirement is, I want to apply some padding. Second paragraph also I want to apply some padding. Even the third paragraph also I want to apply some padding. So different paddings I will apply. So padding for the first paragraph is 10 pixel, and padding from the second paragraph is 20 pixel, and padding for the third paragraph is 30 pixel. Okay, let me do apply. For all the paragraphs I want to apply a border. Okay, don't worry about the border. With the border only you can understand how the padding is applying for you. 2 pixel solid green. Okay, this is a okay green. This is a border for the all paragraphs. This is a common style sheet, right?
Yeah.
This is a common style sheet, and this is the unique style sheet, which is going to be applying for each and every paragraph here. And let me render this now. Now this is a padding. Okay, can you see the padding? How the padding is going to be available for the first paragraph, second paragraph, and third paragraph?
Yeah.
First paragraph is having inner space very less, and second paragraph is having inner space more, and third paragraph is having inner space very nicely good. Okay.
Yeah.
In this particular manner, you can able to apply the padding concept. Okay, that is a way of applying the padding. Padding is inner space. Padding is nothing but inner space. That's it. Okay,
Okay.
if you want, you can do apply for the paragraph padding. For example, I don't want to take multiple things like this. Okay, let me take a fourth paragraph. Okay, fourth paragraph. Fourth paragraph, I will give the padding in the different manner. Okay, what I want to do for the fourth paragraph, 4. Okay, dot 4 now. Dot 4. What my requirement is, I will go with the padding right, 20 pixel. Okay, so you can do like this. Padding left, you can do apply like this, 30 pixel, and padding top 10 pixel, and padding bottom, yeah, padding bottom is 40 pixels, something like this. This is the different properties you can apply for the padding, and this way also you can do the padding. So this is the fourth paragraph, and padding is different now. So you can see, observe, the top is very less,
Yeah.
and the left side is something, and the bottom is very high padding, large padding, and here also you can have a lot of space. But at the top level, I don't give the padding much. So if you want to apply the different properties for the padding, you can go with that. So it is possible, different properties you can do. One more way you can do padding. Okay, let me do that. Dot 4. What I can do is padding. See, you can do like this also. 10 pixel, 20 pixel, 30 pixel, 40 pixel. What it will be? What it will be now?
Yeah. Top 10, right 20, bottom 30, left 40.
Yes, top right, bottom left. Top
Yeah.
right, bottom left. Top right, bottom left is your clock order.
Yeah.
Top right, bottom left. Okay, so you can do apply like this also. If you want to give the comment for this, control backslash. Control backslash is the comment of the CSS.
Okay.
So why comment is? Comment is utilizing to understand the code. To
Yeah.
understand the code, but it is not rendered by the browser, and it will not apply by the browser. Okay, you can go with the two values. You can go with the single value. You can go with the 3 values. That is the concept yesterday we discussed about padding and all.
Mhm.
Okay, please go with that. And
Okay.
now I just want to give the margin, how the margin will be for all the paragraphs. Let me go for the all the paragraphs margin. Okay, here only I'm writing margin for the paragraphs. Okay, what I want to do margin also, you can do 30 pixel all sides. Where is the margin? Where is the margin? Margin is applying from the
Outside of.
body, outside of the content, outside of the element.
Yeah.
Margin is applying outside of the element. So here margin is applying, here margin is applying, and here margin is applying, and here also margin is applying. That is actually called margin. Padding is, this one is the
In,
padding. Inside the content is padding. Inside the element is padding. That is inner space. Inner space is padding, outer space is margin. Please
yeah.
remember it, okay? That is the only thing you have to remember with the box model here.
Mhm.
And one more thing, let me go to the one more property, border. Let me take a new program now and save it as borders, border and outline, border and outline dot html, border outline dot html. So let's go with the border outline dot html. So this is about the border and outline. Okay, how border and outline is going to be applying for each and every element. Let's take a lot of paragraphs over there. Okay, taking a simple paragraph only. I don't want to take a multiple paragraphs for the border and outline. And this is the paragraph one. And let me apply the style for that. And take dot one. Now go for the border. So you can go for the border with the shorthand syntax, solid green. This is the shorthand syntax of the border. What is the shorthand syntax is? See, first thing is what? First thing is the border width. Border width. First property is border width. And the
Mhm.
second property is
Color.
border style. Border style.
Style. Okay.
And third property is border color. Border color.
Mhm.
Okay, so these are the three properties which are going to be applying here with the shorthand method. Okay, when I apply this particular one, border width, border style, border colors and all, and let it be, I want to check it out. So this is the border we got applied. Okay, let me change border width to 12 pixel now, and this will be a red color. Now you can see border width got increased and border color got changed.
Mhm.
Border width got increased and border color got changed. Now you can see where the border got applied for the element.
Yeah.
This is the way of the writing border. And okay, one more way you can write the border. Suppose for example, if you want to write the border, you can go like this. Border width, you can write separately. Border width 12 pixel, and border style, you can go for border style is solid. Border width, border color. Okay, you can go with the border color also. Border color, you can go with the border color. Border color will be something like a green. So now this property will override. 11th line will override with the 9th line, 8th line, right?
Yeah.
8th line I'm applying some style for the one class, and 10th line I'm applying another class for that, another style for that class, same class, and it automatically it will update the style. Okay, now you can see green color updated with that.
Yeah.
Okay, where this particular border width will be with the pixels and border styles. What are the different kind of border styles which are going to be available? You can check it out from the W3 schools border style. Okay, border style CSS, you can go and check it out. And what are the different kind of border styles which are getting applied? Okay, these are the different kind of border styles which are going to be available, and you can apply any type of border style there. Okay, let me write something here. These are the different kind of border styles. Border style property specifies that a kind of border to display. Dotted defines the dotted border. Dashed, solid, double, groove, ridge, inset, outset, none, hidden. Okay, these are the different kind of border styles. Okay,
Mhm.
and if you want, you can check with the outline CSS, you can check it out. And what are the different kind of outline styles which are getting applied? So let me go for the outline styles. What are the different kind of outline styles which are going to be applied? These are the different kind of outline styles are there.
What's the
And
difference between outline and border?
yeah, I will tell. Okay, this is about outline. Now let me tell you what is outline, how to apply outline for this particular same paragraph. Now I am writing outline here. Outline 10 pixel, solid or dotted style and blue color. See, outline is extra decoration of the element. Outline is the extra decoration. What is extra decoration? On top of the border, you can able to do some other style. On top of the border, you can do that.
Oh.
That is called outline. So I don't want to take a 10 pixel. I will take a 5 pixel. Dotted blue. Okay,
Mhm.
so dotted dots will come, and the style will be dots only. And this is called your outline. And border is something, outline is something. And you will be having 5 pixel and 5 pixel. It's nice now. 5 and 5 is very good. Okay, not saved. Okay, 5 and 5 is nice one. You can do that. Now you can see where is the border, where is the outline of this particular paragraph.
Yeah.
So border applied, outline applied, and padding 10 pixel, margin 10 pixel. Okay, everything I'm applying here.
Mhm.
Everything I'm applying here. So padding got applied, margin got applied. So now element is look feel very good actually. Element is look feel very good, and you can go like this. And if you want, you can provide a background color, something like pink, and color will be blue. See, however you want, you can design your paragraph. However you want, you can design your paragraph. Okay, and font style I want to design. Font style italic, and font weight bold, and font family you can go for Verdana. See, I'm going to be applying a different kind of properties for that particular paragraph.
Yeah.
This is like a newspaper creation. Okay, so colors and all your wish, anything you can do and provide. So these are the multiple properties which are going to be available in the box model. So outline style, outline color is actually available now. So let me go to the, this is the outline, border width, border style, border color, right? And border style, border width, I can go with the different things. Again, border width, you can go with the two values. Border width with three values, border width with the four values. You can do that, okay? If I go with the four values, what it will do? If I go with the border width four values, what it will do?
Yeah, it will
Top right,
change like the
top right, bottom
right,
left.
bottom, and bottom left.
Yes, top right, bottom left, different values are going to be getting applied.
Mhm.
Top right, left value, different values are going to be applied. So you now your border is different, right?
Yeah.
Top border is very less, left border is increased, and the bottom border is increased, and completely left border is completely increased. See, based on your values, it is going to be increasing. Now, border style solid dotted. Okay, when I say solid space, okay, only one thing you can go do for that. Solid dotted. Okay, when I say two values for the border style, what it will do? When I say two values for the thing, what it will do?
Mm-hmm.
One is the dashed one is the dots one, dotted and solid. What happened with that? Dotted and dashed. Let me go with the dashed. Dashed and dots. Okay, so it will go with the dashes and dots. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Dashes and dots. So where dashes are coming?
Bottom and top.
When I say dashed first, dashed first means what? It will go for top bottom. Dotted second means right left. So right left is dotted. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So green color dashes are coming top bottom, green color dots are coming left right, and border width also improved. See, this is the way of writing the styles. And border color. Okay, sir, I want to change the color also with the different sides. Okay, green and red I am providing. When I say green and red, what it will do?
Top, bottom, green, and left, right,
Correct,
red.
correct. So border color also getting changed. Now you see
Yeah.
top bottom green, left right red color it is taking. So nicely and neatly you can design any type of content with this particular box model. And this is the nice concepts which is going to be available in the CSS.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice concepts which is going to be available in the CSS. Okay, and lot of selectors we done. So if you want, you can go with the different kind of selectors in CSS. We will discuss all the selectors, right? Yesterday,
Yeah.
some 2 days back, we discussed about all CSS selectors. Let me give
Mhm.
you a list of selectors also. If you want, you can go with the CSS selectors reference. Okay, these are the selectors reference. If you want, you can just go and check it out.
Yeah.
Selector example, all this you do practice. Okay,
Okay.
all this you can do practice. There are lot of selectors which are going to be available. Lot of selectors which are
The
going to be available.
most important, like which most people use, like is
Most of the selectors are class selector, ID selector, and groups. Class selector, ID selector, and tag selector.
hashtag. You mean?
Yes, hash is ID, dot is class, and
Okay.
element name is the tag name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so class, this is the class selector, and these are the two classes, class 1, class 2. Select all the elements, both name 1 and name 2 set with the class attribute.
Mm-hmm.
Class 1, class 2, name 1, name 2. Four things are getting selected at the same time. ID, first name, selects the element of the ID first name. So star is the universal selector. What is the universal selector? Selecting all elements with a one simple style.
Mhm.
Okay, you can check it out, all the things with a link.
Sure.
I will share the link. Okay, I will share the link. This is actually easy. No need to write here. Just
Mhm.
open and do one by one practice. That's it enough. Okay, just
Okay.
placing the link here. Okay, this is the link you go with, and you can go with check it out each and every selector. If you want to check how the selectors are going to be our, okay, CSS selector test. Okay, there is any example available here. Okay, so if you want, you can go with the example like this. You click
You
on
can.
the class, you click on the class, and they will provide one simple example for the class selector like this. Okay, how the class
Mhm.
selector will be. See, one class is available here. See,
Mhm.
very straightforward. I'm not going to be copying and pasting all the classes here. Okay, all the selectors here. What you can do is you just click on this underline. Whatever the underline is available, you click on this. For example, element plus element, div plus p. Two elements I want to select at the same time. What do you want to do? You can just click on this and go to the example. What it is happening? There is one division available, and there are two paragraphs available, and the first paragraph after the division it will get selected. That is called a div plus p. Div plus p. Div plus p means nothing but div next paragraph.
Mhm.
Division next paragraph. What is the division next paragraph? This one, right?
Yeah.
So that is only selecting. That is actually div plus p. Okay, I want to select all the paragraph after the division. Then you can go with the tilde symbol. You know tilde symbol. What is the tilde symbol? Like
It's before.
okay, tilde symbol. Where is the tilde symbol? Okay, my keyboard is not working. There is one symbol called a tilde symbol. You go with the tilde symbol for that. Okay, let me go for the tilde. Yeah, this one is the tilde symbol. Can you go with this? This is the tilde symbol. Okay, div, div next p. After the div, all paragraphs I need to get selected. After the division, all the paragraphs I want to get selected. Okay, can you see that?
Yeah.
After the division, all the paragraphs are getting selecting. That is called a div tilde p. So that selector name is also there here. So select a background. So there are different things which are going to be available. Okay,
Mhm.
this is a declaration of the class. How to declare the class? Element, tilde symbol, and element, and CSS declaration. Syntax. See, every time you are going with the things, go with the W3 schools. W3 schools reference is very nice for HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, even Bootstrap also. Okay,
Yeah.
am I clear?
Yeah.
It's not a big deal actually. It's very simpler way you can go with. After listening my class, you can just follow the W3 schools with the concept, and based on the concept you do once practice. That's it. It will not take a lot of time to you. It is taking a very less time to you to do practices on that. Okay, so the next concept I want to go with positions. What are the different kind of CSS positions are there? Okay, so okay, position. First one is static position.
Mhm.
Second one is absolute position,
Mhm.
and the third one is the relative position, and the fourth one is fixed position. Okay, static position elements in static order. I will draw the picture, then you can understand how the static order will be.
Mhm.
Absolute position elements in absolute order. Elements in absolute order, and here left property, bottom property will apply. Left, bottom, top, right properties will apply. Will apply. And one more concept is element is movable. Element is movable. And here element is fixed, element is not movable. Element fixed on body, element not movable, and all these particular properties will not apply. This will not apply. Okay, I will show how the things are happening. And here elements are movable. You can do the movement of the element one place to another place there. And here elements are arranging in relative order. Elements arranging in relative order from the adjacent element. Adjacent element. I will tell you how the things are actually working. And element is movable, and left property, all the properties will apply. Left, top, bottom, right properties will apply. And one more thing is element is movable here also. And the fixed position, elements in fixed position, elements in fixed position. Okay, so element not movable, element not movable, and all the properties will apply. Top, left, right, all the properties will apply.
Yeah.
Okay, I will show how the things are happening with a diagrammatic way. Okay, so for example, this is the static position. This is the absolute position. This is the relative position. And this is the fixed position. Let me write one by one. The first one is the static position. The first one is the static position. How static position will be? Static position. Sorry. How static position will be. And how absolute position will be. And how relative position will be. And how fixed position will be. This is fixed position. Okay, for example, if I want to take a multiple elements in the static position, so element is like this, and another element is like this. And if you want to take another element, it should be like this in static order. Okay, in static order, all elements are going to be arranging on top of your body. One by one, it is going to be placing, like your bricks.
Yeah.
Elements are going to be placing like a brick. So this brick is not movable. But coming to the, by default, this is the static position. By default, all elements are in static position. Let me write a one note point here. By default, all elements are in static position. By default, all elements are in static position. Coming to the absolute, what is happening? Let me show absolute position now. For example, this is my first element. Okay, second element I can place here. Okay, third element I can place here. Can you see?
On the top of each other.
Yes, one top of each other. So that element is actually one top of another. See, now your bricks will be placed one top of another. Your elements are placed one top of another. This is now possible. That is called absolute position. Okay, but here what it will be do, the properties will apply like left property you can apply and top property you can apply. And second one also left property you can apply and top property you can apply. And here also left property you can apply and top property you can apply.
Bottom.
From the body.
What
See,
about the bottom and right?
Whenever you are applying the left and top, you can't apply the bottom. Why? Because see how to place element. For example, you want to place a brick on top of the a panel, on top of the wall actually. If you want to place a brick on top of the wall, this is the wall actually. On top of the wall, you want to place a brick. How to place a brick? From this side, or from this side, or from this side, or from this side, right?
Yeah, top left.
Any corner you have to choose. For example, you need to apply a property called a top and left, or you can apply for top and right. Only one thing you have to choose,
Okay.
or you can choose with bottom right, bottom left. You can choose, or bottom right. If you want to place an element, suppose I want to place an element here. I want to place an element here. How to place this element here?
Top right.
Okay, two things you can do. One is the top left you can do. One
Mm-hmm.
is the top right you can do.
Okay.
Okay, top right you can do and top left you can do.
Is it possible like to put elements side by side?
Yeah, it is possible. In this absolute position, it is possible.
Okay.
In absolute
Like,
position, it is possible.
like
I
two
will show.
elements side to
Yeah,
side.
I will show. I will show. I will show how to place elements side by side.
Okay.
Okay, with absolute position you can do. And coming to the relative position, how the elements are placing. For example, this is my first element. And the second element, I am applying the top and left value, but the top value and left value from adjacent element. Adjacent element means from here it will take the values, not from the body. Why? Because this is relative. This element is relative element. Relative element nothing but relatively from the adjacent element. And this element is applying from here to here. Can you observe?
No, it's not clear.
So relative, this element, second element is relative element.
Mm-hmm.
Relative means relatively from the adjacent element. What is the adjacent element of the second one? This is the first one, this is the second one. What is the adjacent element of the second one? Adjacent element of the second one. Adjacent element nothing but beside, suppose in there is one classroom available. There
Yeah.
is one classroom available.
Mm-hmm.
I am telling the persons, sit in the first row, 4 people side by side. Okay, side by side, nothing but what? People are sitting like this. Okay, 4 people are going to be sitting like this.
Okay.
This is the one concept actually. The guy, second guy is going to be taking the place after the first guy.
Okay.
Okay, I am telling this guy, take 10 meters from the first guy, not from the wall.
Okay.
For the second guy, I am telling, take 10 meters left from the first guy. So keep some distance from the first person.
Yeah, clear.
Here, I am telling the element, keep the distance from the wall actually. Wall nothing but your body border or body edge. Okay. In
Yeah.
absolute position, what I am telling, in absolute position, what is happening? So for the two persons, for the first guy and second guy, I am telling, keep 10-meter distance. First guy I am telling 10 meters, and even second guy also I am telling 10 meters. What it will do in absolute position? Both are sit on top of another, right?
Yeah.
See, I told both guys are sitting 10 meters from the wall.
Yeah.
So both guys overlapping one top of another. That is
Yes.
absolute position. But in the relative position, what is happening? First guy take 10 meters from the wall. Second guy take 10 meters from the first person.
Yeah, clear now.
Now clear, right? So the
Yeah.
second person taking the margin from the first person, taking the value from the first person, taking the distance from the first person. That is called a relative position. Okay, in CSS, these positions are very, very important and very, very simple also. Once we do the program, you can very clear all these things. Okay, static position by default static. Static means what? One after another it is going to be applying. So first row one guy is sitting, second row one guy is sitting, third row one guy is sitting, fourth row one guy is sitting, fifth row one guy is sitting. That is actually called static position. Normally guys are going to be sitting row by row. That's it.
Yeah.
In absolute position, people are actually overlapping. If I am not saying something, everybody is going to be sitting in the same chair only. If I'm not saying the position, all the people are going to be sitting in the same position. That is actually absolute position. So I will write the program, then you can understand how the things are happening.
Okay.
And coming to the relative, the persons are taking the distance from the adjacent element, from the relative element. And coming down for the fixed position, in this particular fixed position, if I am placing one element here, this element is not movable even you scroll the page. For example, you have the header, you have the footer. I don't want to move the header and footer with my body. I can able to scroll my body, but I don't want to change my header place. I don't want to change my footer place. Header and footer will be fixed. For example, I am taking a logo here. I'm taking a simple logo here. I don't want to change the logo's place with my body scroll. Your body is getting scroll. Your body is getting scroll with your news reading and all. Okay, suppose that there is news reading application. You can able to scroll your body, but your logo is not actually changing the place. Your logo is fixed on top of the body. It will not actually relative, or it will not actually disturbance with the element, whatever the content you have in the body.
Okay.
And even the header also not getting disturbance, and footer also not getting any disturbance of the adjacent, sorry, whatever the content available in the body. Those elements are getting fixed. That is a fixed position. I will tell you the fixed position also very clear, and I will give you a lot of examples with you. Then you can understand all the things very clear. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it okay everything? So fine with the box model concepts and positions.